Ash. I'll have a beer, please, Dad.
I mean, you say things.
In the summer, they say that the Eiffel Tower is actually 6 inches taller than it is in the winter. In 2008, the inventor of the television remote control died, and when he died, the urn with his ashes were put somewhere where no one knew where it was. Think about it. And then in Sweden, apparently 20% of the car accidents involve a moose. Now, quite might allow mooses to drive in Sweden, I don't know. Anyway. So, of course, none of this has got anything to do with today. We're just going to show your mind will wander when you're nervous. You know,
Well done, Dad.
as some of you might know, I work in a bookshop, and I've had a sort of access to a lot of material about traditions and the role of the father of bride and stuff like that. One of the important parts of it was to welcome the groom into the family, but unfortunately I'm finding that kind of difficult. I can't stand it. There is a history there. I should explain, of course, that it was a long time ago when Jenny and Tony hadn't been together that long. They came up one weekend, and obviously there was a meal involved, and I, asked him, anything in particular you don't eat, Tony, And I don't know if perhaps some of you can guess what he said. I don't know, but he actually said duck eggs. Now, I don't know how many of you have ever had duck eggs, and not many of you probably. I certainly haven't, and it's not the sort of thing that you think of to tell someone not to, is it? But anyway. So when we got a quiet moment, I got Jenny aside. I said, "Are you sure about this bloke? Because quite honestly, he seems a bit weird to me, But she said, "No, honestly, he's all right, really." But things didn't really change, to be perfectly honest. And then, what really happened was that a couple of years ago, I'll never forget it, fateful day, 13th of June 2011 it was. I was coming home from work, and I was on the train, phone rang. I looked at the phone, and it was Tony. Now, he'd never rung me before, we didn't talk that much anyway. And, I thought, well, I better answer. I know, he knew I didn't answer the phone on the train, but I thought, well, I'll answer it because it might be, might be something bad. Little did I know how bad it was, because he proceeded to inform me, so he told me, he said, "I'm telling you, not asking you, that I'm going to propose to Jenny at the weekend." Then we went through a tunnel and it got cut off. And when I tried to ring him back, he wouldn't answer it. So I'd never actually had a chance to, reply to that. So it kind of broke with tradition there, really, quite honestly, possibly today shouldn't have happened, but, when the registrar said, "Is there anyone, Jill was sitting next to me, she actually had gone, she stopped me. And she wouldn't let me do it. So, but, and then, just to sort of finish that a little bit off, I managed to find, he's actually got a friend on Facebook, and I found him, and only the one, asked her, I said to him, anything, about Tony that I can say on the day, and the only thing he could come back with was that he was a little bit careful with money, that's how. I don't know, I'm not sure about that. But I have actually heard that when they get back from honeymoon, he's going to have triple glazing installed so that when the time comes, the kids won't be able to eat the ice cream man. So weird, I'm enjoying this now, actually. Anyway, enough of that. But, I mean, on to my darling daughter now, or is she? Now. Again, you know, I did a bit of research, stalked a few friends on Facebook, and what a lot of them said of Jenny's friends was that, you know, she doesn't like upsetting people. She sort of says things that doesn't particularly like, but, you know, and that kind of reminded me of a couple of stories from when she was quite young. Now, she used to, I mean, Adam and Jenny used to come up at the weekends. We found somewhere nice for them to go. There was a sort of a golf course and a golf range, and there was an indoor playground. So Adam and I used to go off to the golf range, and we'd, you know, lose a few balls, and then we'd go back and meet Jenny and my mum in the playground. So that when that happened, Adam and I went off, did the golf range thing, went into the playground, and there was Jenny in there. She's about 8 years old, if you just remember at the time. And she was doing her usual. A lot of you know, school friends will remember, she didn't walk anywhere. She used to run everywhere. So she was running round, bright red face, a little bit sweaty. Don't know where she got that from, but anyway. And she got up to the top of the slide, and there was a little boy sitting in front of her, and she was looking down at him, and I could see her mouth in a way there, and I thought, oh, he looked really scared. Finally, he slid down. She slid down right after him, jumped up, saw me, and ran round. Came running round, bright red face, and she said to me, "Did you see that stupid git?" I said, "Well, yeah, I did." I said, "But, you know, what did you say to him? He looked quite upset." She said, I said to her, "Are you going down that bloody slide or what?" Now, she was 8 years old, remember. Where she got the swearing from, I don't know. I blame her mum. You'll have to speak to her about that afterwards. And so that was one time. Then there was another time, a couple of years later, we were sitting in the garden, lovely summer's day like this, really. Adam had, by then, relinquished his duties as a protective brother and had proceeded to start taking the mickey out of her. And they were sitting there one day, and he kept going on about a big bum. And finally, she just sat there and turned to him and said, "Yeah, well, you're a boy and you've got tits." So you might think that people were a bit warm. Anyway. But I'm not going to go any much longer, so I better get serious now, I suppose. And today, like today, it makes, when you're a parent, I think there's no greater feeling than as your children grow up, you start to realise that they're actually good people. They're not just your children, they're actually, you know, kind, friendly, good people. And I've been lucky enough to experience that a couple of times in the last 2 years. When Adam and Louise got married, and now today with Jenny, is the sort of the feeling you get from friends and how you feel about them. And the two of you, Jenny and Tony, I hope you both know I love you dearly. I do welcome you to the family, Tony. God help you, but I do. Alright. And but I think what's, you know, and that's really what I think today is about. It's about people. It's not about things. It's not about, you know, what house you've got, the size of your car, how much money you've got. But it's the people within your life. And I know from today and before that there's an amazing amount of love for you in this room and beyond. And I think if the two of you, you know, remember that and remember that, you know, your life's going to be fine, all right? And that really is it, I think. So if you wouldn't mind, and if you can, I'd like you to all raise it, or stand. Do you have to stand? Yeah? And raise a glass to, well, you know, I'm Jenny and Tony. Jenny and Tony.
Well done, Nigel.
Sorry, without any need for any introduction, I pass you over to the groom,
Your son-in-law.
my son-in-law, who refuses to call me Dad. We're kind of talking today, but